Hello everyone and welcome to your Soul Star StarSeed reading. I'm Wendy from Pegasus Tarot. Welcome to my channel. This is a timeless reading. You'll find this reading at the perfect time for you. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So today's reading is going to be on what is being activated in you at this time. So we'll get started with some oracle cards and see what messages come up from Spirit. So what is being activated in you at this time? Okay, we have planning and action and energy, number 2. There's a map and a compass there, and we're heading towards a pretty elaborate house or a castle or a manor house. Let's keep getting some oracle cards and see what else comes up. But I like the look of that path towards a home. So something about your energy is being activated at this time. Planning and action. I love planning and action. I love planning and strategic planning. Let's see what other messages come up so we can expand on that. Feels like manifestation to me. Manifesting a home or wealth or abundance. It's like a blueprint, and we're at this point in the map, and we need to follow our compass to get to our destination. And I think we've been called to really watch our energy and stay in our own energy, because we're holding that energy of manifestation. What is being activated in you at this time? Okay, we've got number 30, there is only light. That's a beautiful card. And there's so much light activation. The solar plexus here is really activated, really energized in the power center. I think that's what's being activated in you at this time. This is the soul star chakra above you, and it's all connected down here. The head's so illuminated. There's so much insight coming through, and this power center to really connect with your own power. That solar plexus is very much activated. And there's a sense of really being in this cocoon of energy, just in your own energy. There's no outside influences. It's a real blossoming here from this energy source from within you. So I think of the solar plexus as being the sun that's within you. It's your own light that you're sending out into the world. But first, you need to align your own energy before you can do your work in the world. You really need to deal with your own shit, basically, and cleanse your own energy and be able to hold your own energy so that when you go out in the world, others can calibrate to you that you're not, if you're empathic, you're not just losing your sense of your own energy and taking on everyone else's. You've got to be able to hold this powerful energy. And it takes clearing out the old and really strengthening your foundation so that you can hold that new strong energy that comes in. There is only light. And number 3 is about growth and expansion. Number 3 is the Empress in the Tarot. And she holds all abundance and goodness and fertility and expansion. That's very powerful. So with all our planning and action and what we're trying to manifest and where we're trying to go, and there's another activation here, very similar. It's all connected. In order to achieve this, we need to be able to do this and hold this energy. Now let's take another oracle deck and see what else comes up for us. What is being activated in you at this time? And here we have, through the trustworthy grace of divine timing, my soul blooms and creatively expresses my unique destiny with love. This feels like a crystalline center. And all these knots, to me, feel reminiscent, well, they're Celtic. I feel like connected to the witches, the ancient witches, who were really just the wise women that held so much depth of knowledge that frightened some of the people in power because they weren't able to be controlled by others. And I really feel like here we're going back in time, really tapping into the ancients, tapping into the ancestors. I think a lot of us have lost that ability to hold that power within us, that there's a sense of wanting to be rescued by others when really we should be rescuing ourselves and tapping into this power that's in us. And I feel like here we're going through back in time. And those seeds are in our DNA, so it's like going deeper and deeper and deeper into ourselves to find that crystal seed, that seed of power within us, of knowledge, of how to direct energy, of how to hold energy, of how to manifest, of how to be strong in the world and not influenced by everything that's going on around us, that we can just hold our energy and guide the way for our families and for others. And to me, there's a sense of so much healing from deep pain of just centuries, it feels like. There's so much wisdom here, hard-earned wisdom from the ancestors. And healing. with love. So I feel like your viewers have been through so much, have been through a lot, either with your families or relationships perhaps, and that you're ready to make changes in how you deal with situations or patterns within relationships. And this crystal here is pink tourmaline in quartz. And I feel well, for me, it's been a real powerful tool for healing those sort of patterns where I gave away my power to others and I didn't honor myself. And it's a real a stone of self-love that holds great strength because it allows you to make changes, to really stand strong on yourself, that you're not reliant on how others perceive you or how others feel about you. You really just, well, it's this owning your own sense of self. It's you and the divine. And then others might walk alongside you, but you're really in your own energy. You're enough within yourself. You are who you are. You are not your relationship. You are not your marriage. You are not your children. You are not your failures. You are not even your wins or successes. You are deeper than that. You are your own energy. And that's what I feel coming from that card. It feels like a very powerful time of awakening to your sense of self and how you can, control's not the right word, how you can direct your energy or hold your energy or channel your energy. So we'll go to another oracle deck and get another card for some more information. Oh, and I wasn't going to grab this deck, but I did, so we'll see what comes out. I'm thinking there must be a reason. There's another message coming. So what is being activated in you at this time? Okay, we've got two cards. We've got new beginnings, number 1, cycle. And 5, spirit, the sacred temple. And I feel like that wants to be there. That feels like sacred temple, a similar energy there. Guided by spirit. And number 5 is change. And really our body and our whole being is also a sacred temple. It's about honouring your energy and not letting others influence it. Really, it's our responsibility to manage our own energy. And sometimes that means removing us from other people or situations in order to find our sense of balance again or sense of self. And there's a portal here in nature in this beautiful garden, and there's so much light through there. There's a sense of joy with this little baby, and there's sunbeams coming from him or her, and a path, like here, there's a path, a green path going through the portal to a new beginning. We need to make that decision to go through that portal. And we don't know what's through there. There's so much light activation in all these cards. As I say this, I've got this huge storm just coming through. It's just crazily just whipping up wildly outside. Oh, I feel like I've got to get another card. New deck. Let's see what we get. Goodness, this activation's just gone wild. Terrible shuffle. Okay, we have trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? You can see here, this person in the middle is within her own energy. And there's more solar plexus activation there. And third eye. It's about holding your own energy, and you help guide others, or others follow you to find their own activations. We're not responsible for other people finding their way. Allow them to, we don't need to control other people's actions, but allow them to just find their own way. If you hold your own energy and they're meant to be finding guidance from you, they will find it. They will be inspired. So what is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And that'll be different for everyone. Let's find out what we need to surrender. There might be something that's blocking an activation in some people, and we can find what we need to surrender to clear the way. There might be something wanting to be released. What do we need to surrender? Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. There's so many colours there. I think of chakra activations and the flow of energy. When I channel Reiki, I see something similar to this. I see streams of colour. Surrender to wonder and awe. That may be in nature, that may be whatever it is where do you find that you're awestruck? What sort of things inspire that in you? There's information there about what you want or what's wanting to come through in your life. It might be nature, or it might be music or art. Or it might be people's achievements that triggers an idea in you. So we're going to go to the tarot now. And just clarify some of these messages. So what is being activated in you at this time? I just prompted to show you the sun there. That's a powerful activation. It's like a great big whacking solar plexus chakra too. So that sun, that inspires and guides us and warms us and is passion-filled is within us as well. Oh, there's a few cards that have come through. Okay, so we've got 10 of Cups, 6 of Swords. I'll just move these across. We have 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and the King of Swords. And here are those streams of colour of Reiki energy again. It's a life force energy. And the 10 of Cups is wishes just completely filled. Fulfillment, love. These look like singing bowls to me. It feels like just musical energy flowing through this card. And there's love and companionship and fun and freedom. Freedom to be joyful. So I see that energy is wanting to be activated in you as well. That's available. So perhaps the blockage there might be that you're not allowing that in your life. Perhaps through regret or punishment of yourself for something that didn't go well. Perhaps the decision you made affected some people you love badly and you feel like you're not worthy of good things in life. But perhaps we need to surrender that. And it says open to the magic of every moment. What if you allowed love and happiness and joy and a love of yourself in your life? Something to consider. And here we have the 9 of Pentacles. These are beautiful pentacles. These are beautiful symbols of wealth and success and ideas. And she's created this beautiful success and wealth. She's able to look after herself. She's not relying on anyone else to rescue her or make her safe. She's creating that for herself, but she's had to believe. Each of these really indicates she's had to let go of a belief that's held her back, and she's had to choose to believe in herself. Even if it didn't feel like she believed in herself, she had to take action in order to believe in herself. And over time, she's managed to grow those and create a foundation for herself where there is growth and there's harvest. And she looks happy because she's created that herself. And she knows she can. And the 6 of Swords there's driving rain, there's wild emotions here in the sea. She's caught up looking vulnerable. She's made a decision to move away to something better, but she's not yet seeing results. So she's having to really believe that things will be better, that she needs to make change in order to have a better outcome. She's being guided here. It feels a bit precarious because they're only really thin strings. But she's being assisted in the flow to move. And there's a star here. There's a little reminder of ancestors, of connections, of guidance. Even when you can't see it, even when things are a bit crazy around you, a bit chaotic, you can go within and choose to believe in yourself. And this to me looks like the Knight of Swords is a faster moving energy, and there's still this guidance. So it's like picking up pace. Once you make the decision to make some changes in your life, it starts picking up after a while. You start getting some momentum, and then you're off and running. But she couldn't see this. This was a little bit further down the track. And the King of Swords, there's still that guidance there. There's a lot more guidance here. And more wisdom further down the track. Bit more hard-earned wisdom. He's got his feathers there as an anchor, always reminding him of what he's learnt. And pausing and reflecting. He's learnt to master some of the thoughts, the King of Swords. The swords represent air or thoughts and communication. And he's been through the hard lessons, and he's learnt to manage his thoughts, like you manage your own energy here, also to learn to manage your thoughts. Just because you have a thought doesn't necessarily mean it's true, or that you need to really sort of learn discernment, I guess. Might just clarify that King of Swords there. And clarify the King of Swords, please, Spirit. Yes, a few cards there. We've got the Queen of Wands, the Death card, Ace of Swords, and Three of Cups. The Queen of Wands is a pretty kick-ass feminine energy. She's a real action taker, confident, very creative, a strong force that gets things done, takes action. The Death card is about transformation and letting go and making space for the new. The Ace of Swords, clarity and new ideas. A fresh start. And the Three of Cups brings in friendship, support, working together, and really getting on well, like a combined energy, a synergy, where the three combined has a lot more energy than just the three separately. It becomes a lot more powerful. So just looking at the overall message that we're getting, I feel like that a lot of you have big plans. There's a big dream that you want to manifest. And it's from a soul level. It's not just it may be material things, but there's more to it. There's a deeper layer to it than that. It's a real soulful evolution path that you need to take to be able to manifest that. And it's very much that the main activation to me is about your power center, your solar plexus, to really find out what is blocking you being able to own your power. In what way do you give away your power, or is it tied up with relationships that you have some independence when you're on your own, but when you're in a relationship you tend to just become perhaps a bit of a doormat? Or I think of the Runaway Bride movie with Julia Roberts, and how do you like your eggs is the question she's asked. But for every relationship she was in, she just said however they liked having their eggs. And she really had to face that, well, that was giving away her power. It wasn't just being herself. There's a sense here of your path in life, for you to be on your path in life. And even if others are walking with you, you're in a relationship or your family, they're on their path and you're on yours and you're walking together, but there's still a sense of parallel. That we don't abandon our own path and our own sense of self just because we're in a relationship, or just because we're a mother, or just because we're a wife or husband, or in a job. Just because the boss says this is the way we do it, if it goes against who you are and you lose that sense of yourself, it's just not going to end up well. So there might be a message in there for you. Trust the niggle if that's the case. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And ask for guidance from your guides, because it will come through. So those are the messages that have come through, and I'll leave it at that. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye.